Welcome to the WIT Virtual Exchange 2021. Our team is Border Babes, Linda Ferber, Sean Preuss, Valerie Henfield, Bumpy Love. At our first meeting, we introduced each other, learned a bit about each other, learned lots about the current pandemic conditions in each of our area, and we even fantasized about when we might be able to meet in person. Then we switched to focus on collaboration of the work. We each created many hearts depicting phases of love, pure love, cracked, fractured, rainbow, friendship, families. All these kinds of love have their highs and lows and are in different sizes. This is what makes them kind of bumpy. We agreed we wanted to put a positive light on bumpy love. Love is about working through the bumps.
My name is Linda Ferber. Now, how do I turn a heart? My first item was a bowl with a large crack, which I turned into a small romantic scenario with a Cupid's arrow, carving a small disc, creating a progression of a love story, ending with a found heart-shaped stone. On to the next. The challenge of a black heart might be interesting. It could involve torching, embellishment, chain, nails, and a large screw. What fun. However, it did not look like a heart. Continuing the problem solving, picking up my carving unit and carving it till it loosely resembled a heart. I added fabric flowers and pearls to create a yellow heart for friendship and expressions of happiness. Using similar turning and carving techniques, I created a blue heart. I accomplished the task.
My name is Sean Preuss. I set out to do some wood turning projects that I've never done before. Many of my experiments did not turn out well, and some ended up in the burn pile. Here are just a few of my experiments, some that turned out and some that did not. The heart bowl was one of my favorites, but at the last minute I forgot to mail it with the rest of my stuff to Valerie. Here are some of the pieces that I ended up sending to Valerie that ended up in the final project.
Thinking about our words of bumpy and love, my thoughts went straight to my stock of rippled edge big leaf maple. We selected one piece, with Sean and Linda sending their creations to me for assembly. Meanwhile, I grabbed some maple and started creating heart shapes on the lathe. I too discovered that turning hearts on the lathe is not easy. I first did a spindle turnings with pointy bottoms and dipped in tops, which I then sliced in half to give a flat-faced heart shape to work with. Then I tried the lost wood method, gluing up multiple pieces of wood with paper joints and turning those blanks. When separated, they were heart-shaped and only needed a little cleanup off the lathe. Finally, I tried a 2-axis method. I cut the V-groove first through the end grain, then switched to spindle orientation to complete the heart. That created a full sphere-shaped heart. For my contribution, I chose one of the hearts with a flat face, painted it green to represent jealousy, and added a glass serpent to complete this message. Assembling the final work turned out to be quite a challenge. We changed out bases, we added and deleted several hearts, and we moved the items around until we had a cohesive presentation about some of the bumpy parts of love. We hope you find our collaboration interesting and thought-provoking. We also would like to say thank you to everyone who made this event possible. In all, we challenged ourselves and each other. We learned new skills and new techniques, and with love, we worked our way through all of the bumps along the way to finish our collaboration.